What's up, guys? It's part 2 of the build series on the new channel truck. Today we're going to be doing a cold side pipe install. It's a pretty straightforward install, nothing too challenging, and anybody with regular tools at home can do it. But before we get into that, I'm going to go over a few little things. We have our subscribers, and I mentioned it last time on our last video that we were at like 90% unsubscribed, right, Josh?
Yeah.
We were at 90% unsubscribed that watch our videos. So that did change. We got 88.5 unsubscribed still. So guys, please subscribe. If you're good, hit the bell notification. Be awesome. Also, any part that you see in this video that we're installing, such as the cold side pipe, and we have many more to come, we do have an affiliate link down in the description. It'll take you to SPE's website, and you can buy whatever you need. That helps channel out, and it'll allow us to put more into the truck and allow us to progressively build the truck to show you guys what these things are actually capable of. So it'd be awesome when you do that. Now we'll get into the install. This is obviously the later model truck, so it's going to require a different pipe. Yeah, silicone hose, but that's the only difference in the two, so it's no big deal. But it essentially is exactly the same thing, so don't be worried that this is a 17 to 19, well, 17 to 20, I think 17 to 20. Yeah, and then 11 to 16, 17 plus. Yeah. So, yeah, well, that's the only difference is the silicone hose size and the way it's shaped, I believe. Or just the size. Just the size. I don't think the shape has anything. But yeah, so only difference is that. So let me get on that now. All right. So here's pretty much everything you're going to get besides without a mint or a SP sticker and instructions. Here's everything you're going to get. Your, I believe these are 8th NPT fittings, 3 of them.
3/8. Or, you know, 8th.
3/8, no. Yeah. Your O-ring. For this truck, we have a 2.5 inch and a 3 inch T-bolt clamp. Silicone hose.
And the collar.
The star light. I guess. I don't know.
Collar. I don't know. What? It's the black piece.
Some schmutz on there. Yeah. Whatever. Sure. So we're going to assemble this. So the two things you're really going to need for that is your 1/8 inch NPT bungs and then your O-ring. And you don't have to put all these in if you have, you know, you got your boost gauge tap for that. And then also if you're running nitrous for some reason and you don't have a full piping kit, which would be interesting. So old Teflon tape. Somebody mentioned about a liquid style Teflon tape. I've tried this, but apparently there's something else out there. They were mentioning the disaster prevention kits. I'll have to go back and look at it. And I'm interested in trying it. I've tried something like that before. It was like a, it was like in a gel weird pump bottle. That stuff didn't seem to work that well. I forget who made it. I don't think it was like Loctite or anybody, so yeah, don't judge this. I'm not. It's a small fitting. I'm not really that good. Okay, so obviously a little thread tape on there, and just pop these bad boys in there. All right, so O-ring. Super easy. Little notch. I don't. Forgot it was magnetized. I went to grab it and it just slipped out of my hand. It's a little groove right there. I'm gonna try and do this one-handed, right? No.
No,
I'm gonna show them how easy it is. Yep. Nope. It's literally this easy. I'm using my left hand too. That easy. Now, use a little engine oil, a little dielectric grease, lube that up, and then, yeah.
Pretty decent.
Well, now that we got that set up, let's rip that off, which isn't that hard. I'll grab the top side creeper. I don't feel like standing on the bumper. And we'll get it off. Go from there. If you guys don't have one of these, which this one isn't the best, I don't think anymore, but I do seem to use it a lot. It's like one of them little Christmas tree poppers. It looks like they have better ones out now, but
show the end of it a little bit.
It's a Matco, actually. It's one of the very few tools that I have from Matco, and I mean, I just use it all the time for like little things. I literally love it. So the only reason I have this extension this long is because I bought it a while ago, and this is my first time using it. So it's actually a Harbor Freight. It's that Icon brand, but
seems to be pretty decent so far.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Did you use it once?
I used the 1/4-inch ones. So
nice.
Here goes my ratchet.
Yeah.
So we got the correct tool here. And we're gonna plunge it down on in. These are 7mm if you guys don't know. Jeez. My aim's off. There we are. Well, that was actually kind of loose, but whatever. Pop up. That's nice.
Love that.
This is how you
mess up your watch and lose a socket.
Yeah. So, get that off there. Well, I'll do this part. Yeah. Grab this. We'll start with this one right here. Pop that out. Actually, we'll take the whole sensor out. You kind of got to get, there's a little, I'll show you. We're going back to that tang term again. You got to give it a little pry job. Pry and spin. We'll do it off the truck. It's just not a good place for me to. And I don't have these small fingers, so I got to do that. Get that out of the way. Now, easy enough. Grab this. That's right. Here's the end of it. Come on. Come on. Grab it. Pop it off. It should just wiggle out. And then should just wiggle off the bottom side. Sometimes they need a little help, but not too much. It's coming. There we are. Slide her up through and out with the oil. Now this is a super simple deal. How much oil's in there, Josh? Let me not drop this because it still has that intake or charge air cooler temp sensor in there. Look at this. Look at that shoil in there. Yeah, we'll fix that one of these days coming up here.
How do you fix that?
Oh, we'll show them.
Can you show them?
Say 10. It rhymes with CCV. No, it is CCV. You looked at me like, what? So let me show you that little dealio on this. Actually, I think I still have a screwdriver from the other vid. So I'll come under here. You got some light. We'll just do it right here. So see right there, it has like this little ramp. You just kind of get it under there. Spin. I don't have super nimble little fingers. Jesus. Oh. coming, but it's not coming on. There you go. Just be careful with it. There you go. So we're gonna lube that up because that looks kind of crusty. So when we get back in, we'll lube it up. Put this thing by the wayside. And next, grab your hose.
Really, dude?
No.
Really? There's garbage cans.
Yeah. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do right here is I left this on here. Grab this. Just be careful. I mean, you don't want to scratch it up. Your nice new piece. Bam. See that?
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Sure. This is actually kind of lubey. Wonder what the kind of lube they use. Looks like this has been a little CCV lube, oil lube. That works. Now my hand's completely dirty. I don't want to touch anything. So you're gonna want to put this on. Previous install. I should probably loosen that up just a touch. This can be tight, so you kind of gotta get. Wow, nice. This at the end of its threads. Kind of just work it on. It's kind of a pain, but yeah. Come on. There you are. Now, previous to install, and for some reason I can never, ever, ever remember. Where'd that other? There it is. Kind of want to set your charge air cooler temp sensor
Pointing
to the.
up.
Well, yeah, I gotta get it twisted. You can actually get it under here too. But for the bungs, it just depends on if you're going to use the bungs or not. So, to where you orientate it, I'm going to put it up on this because we don't have any. Jesus pieces. So let's try that. And I kind of want to get my clamps prearranged too, so it's not a pain in the butt to get on. And actually, one thing I will do before I put it in there, that's a 10 mil, darn it. Sometimes I like to take that off, just kind of enables you to get your hand down in here and work this bottom out a little easier. But it's not a big deal if you can't. Put that on like that. Grab this bottom one. See what I mean? This thing, it's not like in the way of anything. It's just when this is pushed out, it's just kind of annoying. So I always get a 10 mil, and that's what I'm gonna do right now just to make it easier on myself. Pop that out. Remove that. Slide this. So, do it. This does take a lot of work. These gaskets or the O-rings are a tight fit. See, it's on there now. Once this kind of goes all the way around into its ring, just follow around with your hand. Make sure that this ring is all the way seated in its collar. You're good to go on that. Now you have to come out here and maneuver this in a position, which kind of a pain in the butt. So it's just, the hose is tight, and you just got to work it a little bit, but it's not that bad. I like this clamp personally. If you guys care at all. to kind of aim underneath of it so you can kind of get a good, it's really easy to get the gun on it, but no big deal. That's just how I do it. I know some people like it in weird positions, but I try to set it up previous to that. And then just work this clamp on there, which, yay, it's really tight. I would just make sure, for me, I've seen a few pop off that I've put on in the early stages. Try to get the silicone all the way seated against your intercooler, if you can. Just want as much meat on that as possible. I know that may be kind of stupid to say, but once again, some people, including myself, my first time, yeah, I've installed many charge air cooler pipes, but just little things. All right, there, grab this. Now, let me do one little thing here. I gotta rotate that a touch more. Whatever. One thing I like to do is I don't trust the guns, because this is another reason I've had a lot pop off. I like to do with a ratchet and get a feel for it. Now with this, I've noticed some people, feeler out here, don't want to give it too much, just the right amount. I trust that pretty well. Some people like to put oil on these to kind of slip them on, because as you saw, it's just a little tough getting it over and seated, but some people put oil on them to make them go over easier, but that also makes it easier for them to blow off. Now if you have the clamps on, really the clamp should hold it, but I don't like to do it just because if something ever left the shop and it blew off, then it's like, hey, you're a dumbass. So I just tried to, and somebody already probably thought that about me, you know what I mean? So I just try to mitigate it at all costs. Why? And if you do ever take these off and there's some oil, because your CCV is still hooked up, right? There's some oil in here. Just take a little bit of brake clean on a rag and wipe out the inside of the silicone. Even on like older trucks like 6.7 7.3s, wipe out the boots, because they can kind of get saturated with oil. So wipe them out, hit them with a little brake clean, wipe them out, and that way it'll make it really dry. Putting it back on, less chance of it to come off.
Good thing you're able to reach that one with that extension.
I didn't feel like taking it off, not gonna lie. I need a little oil for some lubrications. Oh, Ford, way to send good oil in this thing, huh? But pop her in there. Clip this on. We'll go underneath here. So I gotta cut that off with a razor blade, but no, I don't like the way that is. Yep. I'll just zip tie that up once I cut that off. Should work. Yeah, just, I mean, if you want to cut this off and zip tie it up, try to make it nice. Bam. Cold side pipe install. Actually, last thing, pop that back on. There's actually a little groove it sets in. If you didn't realize, you might put it on, it might be a little cockeyed. Just make sure you get it back in that groove. There you go. Yeah, guys, that's cold pipe side install.
Cold side pipe.
Sorry, I was speaking too many words at once there. That's the install. I mean, it's super straightforward. There's a ton that are known to blown out. So I do recommend them. The 17 and ups are a little bit better than the earlier models. The earlier models had that really flimsy plastic. I mean, absolutely stock trucks would just grenade them. I mean, they would just blow up like crazy. So I would watch for that. I would recommend it. Number one, if you bought one of these trucks and it's like, oh, what are the first upgrades I need to do with it, like an 11-16 truck, I would probably recommend that before anything else. It's just, it's so problematic that, and it's such a simple fix that I would recommend it 100% to anybody. If you want to see more, trust me, we're gonna beat the balls off this truck. That's the goal. We're gonna push it to its limits, give you the best innovating products that can go on it, and actually see how they hold up. That's the plan. You know, as they come out, I mean, we're gonna put it to the test, the ultimate test that we can. You know, try everything that we can. We have plenty of things around us come spring and summertime that we're gonna build a truck essentially to a respectable limit, push it, and see what the products can actually do. So subscribe, and if you want to buy anything, hit the link below. Thank you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.